In the digital age, smartphones are indispensable, but their impact on our cognitive and emotional well-being is alarming. You might think you're multitasking efficiently, but the reality is that constant connectivity is reducing your intellectual capacity. These sleek devices are designed to hook you into a cycle of instant gratification and endless scrolling, which subtly undermines your focus and memory. Imagine a world where each ping and vibration from your phone chips away at your ability to think deeply and retain information. The technology that's meant to enhance our lives could be the very thing eroding our mental clarity. Yet, it's not just about the distraction, it's about how smartphones are fundamentally altering our brains. Studies reveal that frequent smartphone use is linked to structural changes in the brain, including reductions in areas responsible for memory and cognitive flexibility. The presence of your device alone can be enough to impair cognitive functions, suggesting a profound shift in how we process and retain information. As we dive deeper into this topic, you'll discover how these everyday devices are reshaping our mental landscape in ways you might not have imagined. By understanding these effects, you can start to make more informed choices about your digital habits. It's time to explore how to take control of your smartphone use and protect your intellectual capacity. Stay tuned to learn practical strategies to mitigate these effects and reclaim your focus. Today's smartphones are engineered to be dopamine factories, constantly feeding our brains with quick hits of pleasure every time we get a notification. This relentless cycle creates a loop where we crave more and more, numbing our ability to find satisfaction in real-life interactions. Picture this. Every buzz, ding, or alert from your phone is like a small jolt of happiness. But over time, this can make the joy from genuine human connections seem bland and distant. These dopamine loops can subtly hijack your emotional landscape, conditioning you to expect immediate rewards. Think about the last time you found yourself scrolling aimlessly through social media, only to realize hours have slipped by. This is the result of your brain's reward system being constantly stimulated, creating a sense of urgency and distraction. It's not just a minor inconvenience, it's reshaping how you experience pleasure and connection. Breaking free from this cycle requires intentional effort. Consider incorporating dopamine fasting into your routine, where you deliberately unplug from your devices for certain periods. This strategy can help reset your brain's reward system and make real-world experiences feel more gratifying again. Next, let's dive into how the mere presence of your smartphone can impact your cognitive functions, revealing more about the subtle yet significant ways technology affects your mental well-being. Smartphones have become so integrated into our lives that even their mere presence can impact our cognitive functions. Research indicates that having a phone nearby can degrade memory performance and increase stress levels. Imagine you're in a meeting with your phone on the table. The constant possibility of notifications might distract your focus, making it harder to retain key points from the discussion. This subtle distraction hampers your ability to process information effectively. The impact of smartphone presence on cognitive function is more profound than it seems. Studies show that just the sight of your phone can decrease your cognitive capacity, making tasks requiring mental effort more challenging. It's as if your brain is always anticipating a digital interruption, which hinders your ability to engage deeply in tasks that require sustained attention and memory recall. To combat this, consider creating phone-free zones during activities that require concentration, like reading or working on a project. This simple adjustment can enhance your cognitive performance and reduce stress. Next, we'll explore how the rise of smartphones has revolutionized technology, yet introduced unforeseen psychological effects. The launch of the iPhone in 2007 marked a seismic shift in technology, revolutionizing how we interact with the world. It wasn't just a new gadget, it was the dawn of an era where smartphones began to dominate every facet of our lives. This game-changing device made information and communication more accessible than ever, but it also introduced unexpected psychological consequences. The convenience of having everything at our fingertips quickly became a double-edged sword. As smartphones became ubiquitous, they began to reshape our daily routines and mental landscapes. The allure of constant connectivity has led to a new form of social dependency, where we're often compelled to check our phones even in moments of solitude. This shift has altered our perception of time and focus, creating a culture of perpetual engagement that can erode our ability to concentrate deeply and connect authentically with others. To mitigate these effects, it's crucial to be mindful of your smartphone usage. Setting boundaries for screen time and prioritizing face-to-face interactions can help restore balance and improve overall well-being. Next, we'll delve into how excessive smartphone use affects memory and brain structure, further uncovering the long-term consequences of our digital habits. Excessive smartphone use has been linked to structural changes in the brain, particularly in the hippocampus, which is crucial for memory and learning. Constant engagement with our devices can interfere with cognitive processes and even shrink the hippocampus over time. This impact is especially concerning for younger individuals whose brains are still developing. Imagine a student who finds their study sessions disrupted by frequent phone notifications. This distraction could impair their ability to retain information and perform well academically. The implications of this are far-reaching. Research suggests that habitual smartphone use might not only reduce memory capacity, but also affect learning abilities by disrupting the brain's natural processes. When our attention is constantly fragmented by digital interruptions, our ability to consolidate new information into long-term memory suffers. This gradual decline in memory function can be subtle but significant, influencing everything from daily tasks to long-term intellectual growth. To counteract these effects, consider incorporating periods of digital detox into your routine. For instance, setting aside time each day to engage in focused phone-free activities can help protect your brain's memory systems and support cognitive health. Next, we'll explore how chronic smartphone use is associated with a reduction in gray matter volume, further highlighting the extensive impact of our digital lifestyles. Chronic smartphone use has been linked to a reduction in gray matter volume in brain regions responsible for emotions and cognitive flexibility. Gray matter is essential for processing information and managing complex tasks, and its reduction can impact our ability to regulate emotions and adapt to new situations. Consider someone who spends hours daily scrolling through social media. The constant bombardment of information and rapid shifts in content might contribute to this gray matter loss, affecting emotional stability and cognitive adaptability. The decline in gray matter volume due to smartphone overuse can lead to a decreased ability to manage stress and respond to emotional challenges effectively. This reduction is not just a theoretical concern, it translates into practical difficulties in handling day-to-day emotional and cognitive demands. The brain's reduced capacity for flexible thinking and emotional control can significantly impact overall mental well-being and quality of life. To mitigate these effects, integrating regular periods of mindful activity and reducing smartphone exposure can help preserve gray matter integrity. Activities such as meditation or engaging in hobbies that require deep focus can support cognitive health. Next, we'll examine how smartphones can create phantom buzzes and anxiety, which are reminiscent of substance dependence, further complicating our relationship with technology. Phantom buzz and anxiety smartphones can induce a phenomenon known as phantom buzz, the sensation of feeling a notification or vibration when there isn't one. This false alarm triggers anxiety and can create a compulsive need to check your phone, similar to addictive behaviors seen with substances. Picture someone constantly checking their phone for notifications that aren't there. This habit not only creates stress, but also distracts from real-life interactions and responsibilities. The anxiety generated by phantom buzzes is more than just a nuisance. It's a clear sign of how deeply smartphones can influence our mental state, contributing to a cycle of dependence and distraction. This digital addiction impacts our attention spans and can lead to an overall decrease in productivity and well-being. The constant anticipation of notifications can make it difficult to focus on tasks and maintain a sense of calm. To address this issue, consider setting specific times for checking your phone and turning off non-essential notifications. Establishing these boundaries can help reduce the anxiety associated with phantom buzzes and foster a more balanced interaction with technology. Next, we'll explore how reading comprehension declines when using screens compared to paper, highlighting another facet of our digital dependence. Reading from screens often leads to lower comprehension levels compared to reading from physical paper. This decline is due to the way our brains process information differently depending on the medium. Screens tend to promote skimming and fragmented reading, which can hinder our ability to deeply understand and retain information. Imagine trying to absorb complex material from a digital article. Your attention might be pulled in different directions by hyperlinks and notifications, reducing overall comprehension. This reduction in reading comprehension isn't just a minor inconvenience, it can significantly impact learning and information retention. Research shows that the brain's ability to engage in deep reading and critical thinking is compromised when we read from screens. This is partly because screens encourage a faster, less reflective reading pace, which can undermine our ability to engage with the material on a deeper level. To improve comprehension, consider reading physical books or printed materials for more focused study sessions. This can help enhance your ability to engage with and retain complex information. Next, we'll discuss the myth of multitasking with smartphones and how it creates false urgency while hindering deep thinking. Smartphones have fostered the belief that multitasking is an efficient way to get things done, but in reality, it often undermines our cognitive capabilities. The constant switching between tasks driven by notifications and apps creates a false sense of urgency and can impair our ability to focus deeply. For instance, trying to answer emails while participating in a video call might seem productive, but it actually splits your attention and reduces the quality of your engagement in both tasks. This myth of multitasking detracts from our ability to think critically and process information thoroughly. Studies have shown that multitasking can lead to cognitive overload, making it harder to form lasting memories and solve complex problems. The illusion of doing multiple things at once can make us feel busy, but it often results in less efficient performance and increased stress. To combat the multitasking myth, try focusing on one task at a time and allocate specific times for checking notifications. Emphasizing single tasking can improve the depth of your work and enhance overall productivity. Next, we'll explore practical solutions to mitigate the negative effects of smartphone use, including strategies for reducing social media time and choosing physical media for reading. Addressing the negative effects of smartphone use involves implementing practical strategies to reclaim focus and well-being. Start by incorporating regular periods of exercise into your routine, as physical activity can counteract some of the cognitive and emotional impacts of excessive screen time. Activities like jogging or yoga not only boost mental well-being, but also help break the cycle of smartphone dependence. Reducing social media use is another effective approach. Set specific times for checking social media and stick to them, avoiding aimless scrolling. This intentional approach helps prevent the brain from becoming overstimulated and can foster more meaningful offline interactions. Additionally, opting for physical media, such as printed books or handwritten notes, can improve reading comprehension and provide a break from screen fatigue. Finally, consider practicing digital minimalism by decluttering your phone and prioritizing essential apps. This practice can help streamline your digital interactions and reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed by constant notifications. Next, we'll delve into how these strategies can enhance your focus and overall personal development. Now that you're aware of the subtle ways smartphones affect your cognitive and emotional health, it's time to take action. Reflect on how often you check your phone and how it impacts your focus and memory. Are you ready to make a change? Start by setting boundaries for screen time and incorporating more offline activities into your routine. Engage in practices like physical exercise, mindful reading, and intentional social media use to enhance your mental well-being. How can you implement these strategies in your daily life? What steps will you take to reduce your smartphone dependency and improve your focus? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights and tips on optimizing your existence. Activate notifications to stay updated with our latest content, and join us in exploring ways to boost your cognitive health and personal growth.